Hey guys, my name is Nick and welcome to Watch This Now. Chances are you got Disney Plus for The Mandalorian, and now that it's over, you're like, I better get rid of this, save myself a couple extra bucks. You know what I'm saying? Well, before you do, let me remind you of this treasure trove that I have discovered on the streaming service that you might want to check out before you get rid of it. If you're a 90s baby like me, or even an early 2000s kid, then you probably remember the Disney Channel original movies from your childhood. I know I do. Now, they don't have all of them on the streaming service. For some reason, they don't have Under Wraps. So I decided to make a list of the top 10 Disney Channel original movies that you can find right now on Disney Plus. Let's get started with a couple of honorable mentions because how can you not? We gotta go with Cadet Kelly because it's a movie where Hilary Duff gets sent to military school. What more do you want? Also, we've got Alley Cat Strike as my second honorable mention because this is like the most typical setup for a Disney Channel original movie. You will see this going forward. They all seem to follow a group of kids who play some basic sport and they have to win a competition in order to not feel like jackasses or something. You know, Alley Cat Strike is a fun one where you've got some loser kids that are up against some popular kids in a bowling competition. Chances are you've already lost if you're in a bowling competition. With that out of the way, let's get to the real list. And now at number 10, I have Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire, which is, as the title suggests, it's about a mother going on a date with a vampire. And her kids decide to follow her around and try and save her from this titular vampire. And it's just a cute, spooky little fun film for the whole family. Number 9, I have The Ultimate Christmas Present, because this was one that was just, I don't know, my favorite of the Christmas Disney Channel movies. And this one is about Santa having made a weather machine. He loses it, and some chick in California ends up getting her hands on it, and so she causes a snowstorm so that her and her family and friends can have a white Christmas. But the machine goes out of control. Whoa! And there is a massive snowstorm that causes Santa to come and intervene and help save the day. It's an adorably silly little movie. I don't even know if I could rewatch it at this point, but I know that I enjoyed the hell out of it when I was a kid. Number 8 is Phantom of the Megaplex. You'll notice I happen to like the spooky ones. And this one is about a teenager who works at this big megaplex during the night of a premiere for a film, but all of these spooky happenings seem to occur, and so he's run around the theater believing there is a phantom about causing trouble. It's a mystery, it's silly, it's ridiculous, it's fun. Number 7 is The Luck of the Irish. See what I did there? This one stars Disney Channel original movie staple Ryan Merriman as a young basketball player who learns that he's not only Irish, but I guess Irish people are just basically leprechauns because the 90s was stereotypical. And so he's lost his lucky gold coin and he's got to find it before he turns into a leprechaun. I mean, what more do you want out of a movie at all? Ever? Number 6 is The 13th Year, and this one is about a young teenage boy who discovers that he is a merman when he begins growing fins. I mean, what other conclusion could you draw? Obviously, merman. Now, confession time, I loved The Little Mermaid growing up. I just loved mermaids as a kid, and I think this was the first big, like, merman thing that I saw, and so I just loved it. But how can you not? It's like a swimmer, he learns he's a merman. I mean, they always seem to do that. Number 5 is Brink, which is about an inline skater who is real tight with his homies, but he decides to switch teams to be in a more popular, bigger team to sort of gain more recognition and whatnot. And of course, his friends think he's a sellout, and so he has to do a lot of soul searching to figure out who he wants to be. What team do you want to skate on, Brink? What do you think? Hello, it's Disney. Number 4 is Xenon, Girl of the 21st Century. And this one takes place in the future where you have this young teen girl. She lives in outer space, but she is punished by being sent to Earth. And so she's now on Earth with her mission trying to get back to space. This one has 2 sequels, and it co-stars Raven-Symoné. And once you get to the end with that really fun Zoom 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 song, okay, it will be stuck in your head for at least 22 odd years. Number 3 is Don't Look Under the Bed. This one follows a teen girl being pranked by the boogeyman himself, so she enlists the help of her imaginary friend to help take him on. Now, this was considered too scary for kids when it originally aired, and the channel buried it for a while. They would not air it. But now it's on Disney Plus, and so horror fans who were kids at the time probably remember that one. However, it could not beat out the best spooky title on the Disney Channel, and that, of course, is my number 2 pick, Halloween Town. Halloween Town centers on 3 kids who discover that their grandma, played by the amazing Debbie Reynolds, is actually a witch and lives in Halloween Town, and that's why they haven't seen her for most of their lives. So they decide to hop on a magical bus and go to Halloween Town themselves so they can spend time with Granny. And of course, Halloween Town is the coolest place ever, but there are some spooky things going on that they get involved in, and you know it's a good time. This one also has 2 sequels, and fun fact, this film was shot in St. Helens, Oregon, and now, every October, they go ham in that town and, like, recreate Halloween Town. I am such a nerd, but I love Halloween so much, I really want to go there. It would be so much fun. Now, what could be better than Halloween Town? You're, of course, asking yourself at this point, and that leaves us with the only option left, and that is my number 1 pick, Smart House. Smart House is about a family that does not have a mother, and they win this competition where they get this house that is computer controlled, highly technological. It can do everything from changing the temperature to making you fresh orange juice. There is this motherly voice that seems to fill the void for them and takes care of them in a way, but the house becomes too attached, actually, and of course, things go haywire. This one was fun because it takes, of course, the idea that technology will ruin everything, and especially when you look back now and think of how many houses have these types of features. You guys, your smart house, it's gonna kill you. Thank you so much for checking out this video. What are your favorite Disney Channel original movies? And what are your favorite titles streaming on Disney Plus? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much for checking out this video. I greatly appreciate it. Feel free to like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to watch this now so I can see you in my next video.